Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I've decided to do something I've never done before, but I see people do a lot and I love watching these kind of videos. I love hearing people's opinions on new products, brands, everything like that. So what I thought I would do today is go through some posts from Trend Mood and the Indie Mood and look at some new makeup releases, what I think, will I be buying them? Am I even that interested in them? Is it a good product? We will see. So if you do like this kind of video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up below so I can make more of these. If not, then I'll never do it again. I promise. Just before we get into that today, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name's Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. It has been, this year, 15 years I've been doing makeup. Yay. And it is my goal here on YouTube to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please do consider subscribing. Okay, should we just look at some posts that I saved straight up? Also as well, I'm going to say this, throughout September, I've been nominated for an American Influencer Award for International Makeup Artist of the Year. If you want to vote for me, you can vote for me every 24 hours. You don't just have to vote once, and I'll leave a link in the description box for you. Only if you want to, no pressure. Okay, let's take a look. Let's start with Fenty Beauty. This is the Bomb Posse. I also want to say Pose. This is where my dyslexia kind of doesn't come in very handy. This looks really beautiful. So it's a mega eyeshadow palette that includes 12 eyeshadows with different finishes, matte, glitter, and metallic, inspired by the brand's star shades. You can create many looks for all skin tones, from everyday makeup to a glamorous evening look. Coming to Sephora, available now in Europe. I didn't know that. I might grab one. And there's a face palette. Is that like underneath, or is it going to be like one of those click things like they did before? I think it might be. See, if this was one whole palette, then I would jump on this straight away. How the colours look kind of too, maybe neutral. I didn't have already loads of eyeshadow palettes. Why am I saying this? I'm going to buy it because I like the Fenty eyeshadow texture. But it isn't something I'm overly excited about in terms of colour range. In terms of Fenty making more eyeshadows, I'm absolutely excited about that. And having that face palette underneath. What is that face palette? I want that face palette actually more than the eyeshadow palette. And I hope it is going to click together like, you know, the smaller eyeshadow palettes, because I like that as a whole collection, as a whole palette, as a face and eye palette. That looks stunning. Okay, next up from Urban Decay. This is the new Naked Cyber palette by Urban Decay. Now, I believe I was on Urban Decay's PR list for about a month until I didn't really like a palette they sent me. And then I think I'm assuming I'm off their PR list because I haven't received something new in a while from them. But listen, if I really like something, I'll buy it, whether I'm on a PR list or not. I do like this palette. However, I kind of like the more towards the red shade, that group of colours. I am kind of liking at the moment these almost like eyeshadows that are just kind of like toppers that have that kind of like duotone kind of colour thing going on, and maybe one that isn't so intense. Again, the Naked palettes, I really enjoyed the ultraviolet one, you know, the purple one. I really, really liked that. I know some people didn't really like it so much, but I really did. I like this. I would probably buy this, to be honest with you. Mainly for, I'll circle these shades, mainly for these shades. I'm very interested in that half of that palette. Yeah, I think I might get that. 12 shades with different finishes. $49. I think with your Naked palettes, you might need to come down a little bit from now on, because even if it's just $40, because I don't think everyone's that excited by stuff like this anymore. So I was sent this one a lot. I'm not sure why, because I don't know why people look at it and think of me. Oh, were you tagging? Oh, I get it now. So this is the Fun Size 2. What? Fun Size 2. Fun Size Mini Colour Palette. Fun Size 2. In comparison to what? Like, I'm Fun Size 2. I don't get it. Someone needs to explain that to me. 9 new matte shades to power up your makeup. And this is from Sugarpill. I've never used Sugarpill, but I would really like to try. Let me know if they're a good brand below. I don't really know much about them, apart from they had that eyeshadow palette that was like a pill, right? And I know some people kind of look at these tones. Whenever I kind of like talk about a palette that has a load of colours in or something like that, everyone's like, another rainbow palette. I don't see them as rainbow palettes. They're like, it's a color spectrum, right? It's like color, not everything is a rainbow palette just because it encompasses loads of colors. Because then it's just, oh, another neutral palette. I like this. I'm not majorly excited. I love that shade. Critical Hit, Grind, Elixir looks cute. Power Up looks cute. I think these are photoshopped swatches for sure. Just do a real fucking swatch. What's the deal with this? I don't know. I'm not that impressed by that. I'm not that excited, although it's a lot of color. There's maybe 3 shades in there where I'm like, wow, I love that shade. I love that kind of different tone of green. I love a good like burgundy, crimsony red. The rest of it, I'm not into it really, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is the new retro eyeshadow palette. The continuation of a best-selling mini retro eyeshadow palette, now as a midi-size palette by Natasha Denona, featuring 15 romantic, burgundy and mauve shades combined with greys, browns, taupes, dusty roses, and vintage pinks, perfect to create romantic, retro-inspired looks. How is that retro? How's that retro? I don't know. I'm wearing Natasha Denona now. I don't know if I'm going to post this video before or after. I'm not impressed by Natasha Denona. It's very average eyeshadow formula, in my opinion. That isn't worth the amount of money that they charge for it. How much is it? 60? Oh, actually, that's not bad. I thought it was over 100. Is this smaller than the usual? Why did I think there were hundreds of pounds in Natasha Denona palettes? Did they used to be? Did they drop price? Am I making that up? £65. It's not that bad. However, I do think though, saying that the texture isn't, anything amazing, there's a few brands that I justify that price for. But like I have palettes that are better from Colourpop, NYX, Elf, Sigma, Beauty Bay, like their own formula is better than, in my opinion, is better than the Natasha Denona ones. So I can't justify, I don't know. And I think I got tagged in this a lot because it's purple. And I am kind of retro doesn't, when I think of retro, the color palette to me isn't purple. Historically isn't like these colors. Am I right? Yeah, it doesn't excite me at all in one bit. I think we're at this point in makeup and, where brands can't keep putting out these really expensive products for no reason. We can't just rely on that name anymore because you have indie brands out there making incredible products that are better than your products. So let's not do this. Let's stop it. We all know how much makeup is worth now. So let's not. Okay, so next up, new dewy eyeshadows of Cosmetic Pearl by M Cosmetics, inspired by the celestial world of galaxies and supernovas. Impart a futuristic metallic shimmer unleashed by a stellar blast. From shimmering champagne to multi-chromatic pinks and satin coppers enriched with sunflower seed oil and vitamin E. I don't care about that. $26 each in 7 shades. We're definitely in that kind of trend recently of those kind of like spongy texture creams, eyeshadows. These do look like nice colors. How many colors did they say? 7 shades. It is quite neutral again, but M Cosmetics is that kind of neutral, natural kind of feeling and vibe, isn't it? And I think that texture is going to go along nicely with the rest of the products. I would really have to try them to know how I feel about these. Maybe I'll grab some, because the swatches look like fine. Again, nothing breathtaking or special, dare I say. I do like M Cosmetics. So I do like M Cosmetics. So maybe I'll grab some and just see what the hype is. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, Colourpop. Colourpop, please. New 30 pan eyeshadow palette. It's a Mood by Colourpop. Range of rich rust, pops of plums, glimmers and greens and teals with matte metallic pressed glitter finishes. I can't cut. Listen, I love you, Colourpop. I do. And, thank you for Super Shock formula. But here's the deal. I'm looking at some of these colors. I'm on Colourpop's PR, so I get a lot of the products that they release. So I look at a lot of these colors and I'm like, I have this in this palette. This is in this palette. This is in this palette already. So I'm looking at this bigger palette and I can see Colourpop have done all the colour combinations in, let's say, 3 months that a brand might do in 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, if we're thinking about releasing a palette or 2 palettes or collection every single year. You know what I mean? Like when we see new from Colourpop, it's like, okay, the packaging might be new, but what's inside, are these just new arrangements? I would like to see Colourpop bring out a whole collection that's really well thought out, maybe more than 2 blushes that are just in the same kind of colour family as their previous collection, and think about having their core collection back, but also think about bringing out a collection that is inspiring. You know, I don't know. I do love their like collaborations when they do like the Disney ones, of course, and like Powerpuff Girls, and they did Barbie and Lizzie McGuire and all these kind of things. And whenever they release a collection, I'm like, oh shit, I need that collection. But we need to rope it back a little bit. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe the next collection Colourpop bring out, next 2, I might keep an eye on how long it is, or if anyone knows, let me know how long it is until Colourpop retire the collection, sorry, so no one can buy it anymore, because there's a lot going on. Okay, so we're going back to Fenty and another foundation. So this is the new Pro Filt'r Soft Matte, now in Mini. I kind of get that. That's a nice option to have. The Pro Filt'r foundations are quite big, and I think a lot of people who consume makeup, not everyone, a lot of people are quite good and they kind of stick to one thing, but I feel like a lot of people who consume makeup, I feel like maybe we want to try a new thing. So it kind of makes sense to have smaller quantities of a product. Like when a new foundation comes out, are you desperate to try it? Like, do you really want to try that new foundation? Or are you quite like, actually, you know what, I'm good with my foundation. Sorry, I just did some brushes that I need to clean. Because with me, I'm like that with concealers, eye primers. I really like to try the new thing. And it's almost quite difficult to get through something else before you start another one. I'm trying to be more like, okay, let's get some empties happening because I need to get through everything. But then you have your favorites and then you want your favorites back. So it's a difficult, but to me, it does make sense to have a smaller version. If I can buy a mini of a product, I will buy a mini rather than the full size because I know I'm going to move on to the next thing quickly. So it's, you know, you don't want to be wasteful. So by buying a mini one, like a sample mascara or something like that, you know that you can move on to the next new release foundation in a good time, you know, without wasting your previous product. So I like the ideas of minis. So here's something I'm not really that interested in. BH Cosmetics, Totally 2000s, Totally Plastic collection. This is a collection they have with Iggy Azalea. So there's 3 eyeshadow palettes in there at £17 each, which is kind of cool for 9 shades. I think that's an okay price. False lashes, 4 glosses. Oh, a 6 color face palette. That's a cool palette. There's a sponge, there's eyeshadow brush set, there's a hand mirror, and there's a glittery lavender travel case. I mean, they look okay. Again, I have so many eyeshadow palettes and things like that. It's not something I'm jumping on and thinking, oh shit, I need to buy this. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the face palette, and it's cute. It's okay. It's quite nice. I wish there were 2 almost, so we can have one that encompasses like the lighter tones and one that encompasses the deeper shades. I look at a palette like that and I'm not necessarily going to use that kind of yellowy shade unless it's in eyeshadow. I could use the deeper shades if I wanted to, but maybe someone who's a lot fairer couldn't. Someone who's a lot deeper might not use at least 3 of those shades in that palette. So, but they're cute. It's a cute collection. Okay, let's move on to some indie brands. This is from Rosewood Cosmetics. These look stunning. So these are the new It Girl lip gloss bundle on September the 6th. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to remember if I can remember. They look really kind of creamy but glossy at the same time. And my mouth is watering. That's how nice they look. I kind of want to lick them. When I look at a gloss and I'm like, I want to put that gloss in my mouth, I'm like, I need to buy it. But these look so cute. What a good size as well. And I love that kind of staple collection. This is, if I was like, I need to choose 4 gloss colors, these would be the ones that I would pick because you can mix them up a little bit as well. But they kind of encompass everyone in every shade. So that's a really, really nice little bundle to have. I really, really like that. I think I'll be looking for those. I need to remember because I'll forget. This is cute. Alien Cosmetics and Sydney Nicole Adams have done like a little collab. Oh, I love this. So there's 2 shimmer shades in this palette, 9 mattes and 1 matte with glitter. And this palette's coming in September. I really, really like this. There isn't a date yet, I don't believe, but these look incredible. Now, this is what I mean by taking the colors and making them a little bit more exciting. Like if we look at that green with a ghost stamp on it, it's green, but it's more like that slime green. We look at those reds and there's something a little bit more different. There's like that orangey red and then that deep blood red of a navy blue. That green to the left of to the right of a ghost is more that teal. Everything almost has like a grayscale wash to it. That to me is more exciting than just those block colors. That is beautiful. I want that. I want that badly, actually. Okay, so that was kind of like a quick one for you there. I would love to know your opinions on those products below. Let me know if there's any other pages that kind of like talk about new products and stuff, because I don't really know things. You can always like at me in new product releases, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Instagram. It's all up here. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and do please consider subscribing if you like to. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.